Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Anna's personal vlog. So today we're going to show you how we prep our yard for the next gardening season or for the next summer. So even if it's still fall, we already try to blow the leaves to the side of the property. This is because we are trying to prevent the wildlife or wild animals to nest or hibernate in our pile of leaves. Most of our bunnies or squirrels will dig some hole or hide under this pile of leaves to protect themselves from the harsh winter or harsh weather. That is why we are trying to put all of these leaves on the boundary or under the trees. So when it's springtime, if you notice, that is the time when the baby bunnies are coming out, and we will not run them over when we mow our grass. Since I live in the place where the wind is really strong, I do this blowing of leaves a day or two before it rains, so that after the rain, the leaves will not fly back into our yard. But this is not the only time we do this. When the leaves will fall, we blow the leaves like once or twice a month. So this is already winter season. That is why you can see that the trees are already bald. So it was sunny this day and I have to blow again more leaves that fell last fall. You can have the option of leaving your leaves in your yard depending on your reason, but we do this because our property is downhill, so the road and other properties of our neighbors is on the top and we are like on the lower part, and most of their leaves will go to our yard, and this is also my way of preventing the clog in our drainage. And since I live in Georgia, our soil is clayish, so when it rains really hard it will flood, and it takes a while for it to absorb or drain the water. So this is just my prevention and also for the wildlife, so it will not be hurt whenever we started mowing our grass. Usually by March, we already started to mow the grass in our yard. Though we have also our leaf mulcher, but this time we didn't use it because most of these leaves were from acorn tree and pine tree, which are rich in acid, or it will make your soil more acid, and it will worsen the clayish water. That is why I just pile it under the trees. That will also make soil under the trees more fertile, or that will be their compost. So this is my canning pear. They are round, but we don't use it that much. I find it like really rough or like sandy, but the wildlife is eating this. So this is now the boundary of the property. This is on the side of the road, and since it is winter and we don't really plant much of the evergreen, you can see the houses of our neighbors. So most of the properties are yung pahaba dito, kaya yung parang yung kapitbahay namin ay magkalapit lang. So we will be doing more projects this year, so slowly but surely we will be moving some of our fruit bearing trees to the other side of the property since it is really doing well on that end. So this is my blueberries. Meron na silang mga nag-start na mamulaklak. So, ang una talagang lumalabas sa blueberries ay yung bulaklak and then the leaves. So, this will be full of the pollinators by spring, and I am so excited for that. So, this is about 8 years old blueberry. Kalimutan ko yung variety niya. Tiff blue, yan. Tiff blue pala siya. So, may mga suckers pa dyan that I have to remove soon. So, I'm putting some more leaves on this end, so it will also be there. Compost, but I have been throwing some coffee grounds on this. Those are used coffee grounds though, because blueberries like acid or acidic soil. So we have more blueberries on that end. So this time we are putting some more compost, and these were the compost from mix of horse manure and our chicken poop and some of the leaves that we mulch from previous years. So we're trying to put some more on top of it, and then we're going to layer some pine straw kasi that will make it more clean to look at. Or we can also put some mulch. Ayan, ano ba, nagloko yung aking camera. So I also put some more in my blueberries and under our fruit bearing trees. So I use pitchfork to distribute the compost para mataba naman yung ating trees. So on top of that compost, may ilagay tayong mulch eventually. You can also use some rake instead of pitchfork in distributing your compost. So the width of the distribution of the compost will be according to the canopy of your plant. So during summer, they will also get some grass clippings, and sometimes some of the peel of the vegetables or fruits that we use in the kitchen will be buried under the trees. So ganun yung style namin dito pag lagay ng papataba, para hindi siya kargado sa chemical kasi kinakain namin yung aming tanim. Hindi lang siya parang decoration. So that will be beneficial on the tree and on our end. Kaya nagtatanim po kami. Pwede namang bumili. So after a day, nag-ulan na siya. So ang ganda siya tingnan, di ba? Ang linis kung walang mga dahon-dahon everywhere. So ito na yung nangyari sa aking compost. Nag-settle down na siya. So yung mga air pockets ay hindi na masyadong obvious. So after few weeks, maganda na yung temperature. It was 60s and sunny. So I was thinking of cleaning some of the weeds that was not able to be taken off. So I have plenty of honeysuckle on this flower bed. So ayan, it was taking over my flower bed. Ayaw ko siya dyan kasi hindi siya maganda. They are starting to choke my gladiolas and other plants on that flower bed. So they are supposed to be a vining plant, so they are not perfect for this spot. Some of my crocuses are already blooming. So ayan, I have purple, I have yellow, and some of my daffodils are starting to bloom. So if you wonder, that is my preventative for some of my yung wild animals kasi nag-ano yan siya ng mga moles and voles that is solar powered. So ayan, this is just ditch daffodils, yung ordinary daffodils here in Georgia. So I still have some more there na about to bloom. So this area will also be cleaned in some other time pag medyo mahaba-haba yung ating panahon, because this is the best time to cut our limelight hydrangea. So this is about 4 years old hydrangea. So ayan, ganyan kataas ako. Mas matangkad pa sa akin yung hydrangea. So they are really best as your privacy hedge or something to make your unnecessary thing hidden during summer. So ayan, yung some of my trees have already some mulch and compost. So I still have more trees to put on compost and mulch. So this time we're going to trim our Rose of Sharon. So yung itsura niya ay parang gumamela. I'm not just sure if they are a family of hibiscus. So on this end, meron pa rin tayong more daffodils. These are just wild here na tumubo. So those are about like maybe 15 years old. Kaya madami niya siya nag-multiply. But these paper whites and crocuses were planted by me like 3 or 4 years ago. So when trimming or cutting some of your shrubs or flowers, you have to remember that it should be at least 2 or 3 days without rain or coming na rain. So you have to check the weather. So the Rose of Sharon will grow up to 3 feet or sow depending on the soil or the fertility of your soil. So I want to trim this way almost to the ground and more shorter on the edge of this flower bed so that it will not touch the lawnmower when we mow the grass. So this is depending on your end, so that is how it look like. And this is only to have some shapes and other texture on this flower bed kasi these are planted with different types of plants that blooms or grows in different seasons. So that is just also to invite some pollinators. So I also sweep the front of this flower bed. This is in the front driveway. So I also do this to prevent the clog on that end of our drainage. May drainage kami dyan sa end ng bricks na yan, yung na-step ko dyan. So since it will rain in about 3 days, linilis ko na. And then yung naalala nyo yung flower bed that we put some compost, we are putting some pine straw. So pine straw is best to use when the flower bed or the one you are trying to manicure is hilly or it's not a flat surface, because it won't go away or wash away when it rains. But on some area of my flower bed, I use the mulch. So I have more preparations that I will be uploading soon, and I have some that I uploaded last year. I will just make a playlist and you can check it out on some of our preparation in our yard or spring preparations. So how about you? What are your spring preparations on your flower beds or on your yard? Please share your thoughts or comment so that I will also learn from your end of your garden preparations. Your likes, comments, and share on my videos is greatly appreciated. That way it will help my channel grow and I will impart my skills and maybe I could improve my channel. So please don't forget to leave a comment. By the way, don't worry if your pine straw looks fluffy. It will settle down if it rains and as the days go by. Bye y'all!